Let's go.
Huh?
How is Quantum Dynamix?
Retsuko. Oh shit. Fuck you! Alright, it is time for level 9 out of 10 for my, well, top 10. And I decided to pick Quantum Dynamix by Riot and many other people. That was not good. What a surprise. So this level is part of the Quantum series, and obviously we already know about my thoughts on quantum processing. So what makes me want to play this level? It's not quantum processing.
Seriously? That's crazy.
There we go, 25. It's probably going to be the most expected place to fail ever, and I'm not sure that's the hardest part. No, I don't think so. I think that the second half is the hardest part. And I don't know, I feel like I would prefer to try to get better at something that's not super slow, because if I'm being completely honest, a lot of the levels that I be in have been incredibly slow. I mean, I did Fusion Dynamics, and I already know how that went, but I'm not sure. I feel like the challenge in here would probably be a lot better. Like, obviously I know this is meant to be very hard, because I don't think this ever had like any updates in general. It was just like verified as it is. But Fusion Dynamics did get an update where it was apparently much easier, because like it's been a while since I've been in Fusion Dynamics, and now apparently it's just not hard anymore, even though it's the same exact update. Like, here's the thing, Fusion Dynamics got rid of all the very bad choke points that definitely existed in the level when it was actually being beaten by a bunch of people, but it's still very clear that Fusion Dynamics is an experience level, if anything, because it's just very hard in general. But like the update did add stuff to make stuff way less chokeable, but still, even without those choke points, I don't think anything has majorly changed to make it like a million times easier when those choke points were removed. A million times better, probably so. I mean, well, we can't figure that out because the old Fusion Dynamics is impossible. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. Nothing really changes when I start playing or beat any of these levels. Sometimes they can, depending on if the experience should be taken into account. Sometimes you can't though, because that doesn't judge anything. But no, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like this level would definitely, well, for one, this is definitely a lot harder, but I feel like it would definitely be a lot better, because there are actual gameplay elements that would feel way better to play. Like that feels a little bit more satisfying. Even though this is definitely, or I do believe that this is going to be way harder because of the second half in this level, I think it is so much better here that you actually get a chance to get very far. Well, not very far. You can get to the first ship way more often than you would in Fusion Dynamics. I clicked too late. I mean early. I will say that originally number 9 was going to be Silentium Clavis, which is a remake of Silent Club. But like the gameplay was super interesting to me. Like I really do like the gameplay in general in Silent Club that isn't the orb spam. I don't know if it's just because it's not super hard, but like it just looks incredibly satisfying to do in general. But Silentium Clavis is basically like that, but they make the gameplay like actually playable and fun, like if it's a normal hard level. But the problem is that returning to it now, because I did kind of stop playing it, Like, the thing is, the level's fine. I can definitely beat it. That's not the problem. It's just that I know exactly what's choke point carried in, or not choke point carried. Well, it kind of is choke point carried. There are just some weird, awkward bits in the level that make no sense. Like, if I do beat the level, I'm not really going to be gaining anything out of this. I'm not going to get better at spam easily from it, even if the spam is meant to be fair. So I don't know if it's just like a good idea to do a level that's like forcing you to do an inconsistent part over and over again, especially when there is like very hard parts in general, since the level is just meant to be hard, instead of just like an old impossible level that has a part that's very easy and then a part that's like impossible. So it's probably not a good idea to do that, honestly. So I'm not sure if I'll actually go back to Silentium Clavas. Dude, oh my god. That last ship is basically like the last cube in quantum processing, but harder. Like, the chances of me doing this are just low now because of how absurdly hard this was made to be.
Foreshadowing is a narrative.
Dude, oh my god, the shakes are so bad. If this becomes a hassle again, then I'll just turn off shakes, because, like, I don't know why there's shakes in the first place. It's electrodynamics, for crying out loud. Did my frames drop, like, in the middle of that attempt? Because if it did, then great. That was a dumb fail, but, you know, I passed the possible choke point first try, so whatever. What the fuck? Why am I here? Dude, I'm too nervous to try this right now. I'm not expecting to beat it, bro. Like, there is no shot. If I beat it, then that is just unreal. Like, I feel like I'm still gonna be playing this for much longer. Like, you can't. That's impossible. Oh well. Yeah, there you go. Bro, why am I at 88 right now? No. Just go fuck. Oh my god. Isn't that expected? It took so long to even get here. And that was like the best ever last ship attempt that I got. Yeah.
だそうだ、わかったかゴミクズ。
Yay. The main problem is that 2.2 made this impossible. It's very luck-based to get the ball timing that you want, because there are just times where you can just get the frame perfect where you click on the ground back in like 2.1, or you'll just get the thing where the ball sticks to the ground and floats in the air for longer. So it's impossible to get the time in perfectly unless you do it as early as humanly possible. But it's better than quantum processing, that I'll say.
Bullshit.
And oh, look at that! Too early! I'm actually... Pass the ball, please. Okay, well, sure, you passed the ball. I don't know who the hell put that solid there. I should be playing Quantum Dynamix, but that level is just the definition of not fun for some reason. So before I play it, I'm gonna do a warm-up, even though I'm literally not supposed to play it. One attempt. Let's see how far I get. Alright, thanks for coming in for the Eon part. Now it's just, you're watching nothing. Are you kidding me? Where's that from? 32. Great. I don't know, the roulette 100 points was still a terrible idea. I really hate the concept of being the roulette, because that's not the whole point of the game. The whole point of the roulette is just to see how far you get. Like, it's not about beating it, which is why I think that concept is stupid when people do it, since they're just wasting their time on a level they don't want to play. It's like, I just feel bad, man. Cool. I tried hard. I really tried hard. Oh my god. I don't know why that's the hardest part. That's number 3 though. Number 3 finally, but oh my god. No! Fuck! I did it so f***ing well and I ruined it. Kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Geometry Dash.
For tonight.
Now I have been very unlucky with this fucking level for the past week.
You saw that? No?
Small guy, thanks for the sub. I mean...
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Small guy, thanks for the follow. I'm stupid.
He quickly made sure he didn't actually sub.
What you're looking at right here is a level that is not fun. That is for sure. It is a sequel to... Sequel? Is it sequel or... It's both part of it.
It is so fun. It's not just fun, it's really fun.
It's a sequel to Quantum Processing. You
tier
should not
level.
try it. No.
Top tier level. Don't listen to Freddy. He doesn't know what he's talking about, right?
Tell that to the guy who has beaten 0 levels. I mean, sorry, his beaten.
What to say? I think I played him.
He's beaten the Curse Gauntlet. He's actually goated.
I beat Kinos.
Okay, well that's a lie though.
Smart.
Well, you know what, Epic? Good news for you. Kino swapped above Zodiac, so let's go.
Yeah, because it's not that hard that people are saying it to be.
I said above Zodiac, not below Zodiac.
What's above? Oh.
You piece of garbage.
Shiver me timbers.
How do you have that? Oh, you probably got it for channel points. No, you subbed. Yeah, you subbed? For real?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
After just saying that you wouldn't spend your money on that.
After you said... Oh, cool. Guys, the spider game mode is in this level. I hope you're all ready.
Yeah, secret ending.
Secret ending.
Is it for a coin?
No, it's for a free completion. You get the cheese everything.
You get no clip.
Get no clip.
Congratulations, you unlocked no clip.
Congratulations. Could you imagine, even though it's already in like the editor, or not in the editor,
like
but like in the in-game zone.
It's like that. It's like that guy that you have to type a code to.
Oh, with the
in,
Wraith?
Like, or something. Yeah, or him.
Yeah, that guy.
He's like, here you go. He's like,
You can use...
Here's no clip.
Here's no clip. You can cheat if you want, or don't. I don't care. I'm just here.
Yeah, that's a pretty lot.
No, please.
You want to try me? I'll drop your credit score so low you won't even be able to get a library.
Well, at least I'm still leaving my dignity.
No, we'll have that too. Your pants, put them in the bag.
Oh my god, this is the worst part of the stream at the moment. I can't even get
That's
to the
very
ship.
unfortunate. I'll give you 5 big booms.
Stop! I'm not gonna. I'm literally gonna never. Make.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you just want this video to be 30 hours long at this point.
I'm sorry. Okay, you get 3 big booms. Boom, boom.
If I beat it this stream, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw a big party, and
Invite me.
and I'll allow you to say 100. Why am I there? Why am I at that fast part? And I died to nothing. Y'all want to bet that my attempt count is still going to be low, even though I spent a large amount of time on the level because every attempt was just super long? It'll probably be a low attempt count if I had to guess, even though I'm still thinking, even though it just feels like I'm at 10,000 already, which it doesn't sound possible. If it's more than Congregation, then I guess that goes to show that this is like the worst skill set ever for me. My bot's not called Fazbot, bro. No one's ever getting a bot called Fazbot. That does sound like a Geomon, though. I won't lie. Just a Freddy Fazbear dancing, or if you're no clipping and whatnot, then the Freddy Fazbear bot just appears in the background, and then you have to. And that's the watermark. It's just Freddy Fazbear dancing in the background of the game. So that means even if you said that like, oh, I'm doing something, nope. Fazbot's here to ruin your day. You tried to open Mega Hack on Google Chrome. Bro, you cannot be serious. We're gonna... Hold on. You guys like this? You can't even see my game. You can't even see me. What the hell? Guys, if you download this version where you have the dance option, you gotta make sure you download Mega Hack version 36. Dance option. Bro, I could be cheated right now. Are you serious? Why this? Out of all the attempts, this is the one I get far on? Why? Why out of all the times, it has to be there? Like, out of all the times, it's when this stupid thing's on the screen. Most cursed attempt yet, bro. Okay, I'm curious how this works. I doubt they're gonna do it anyways. I just want to see. What happens if I click this? What the hell? This only works on Chrome? Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, I can't straight fly through gravity portals ever. I guess I'm doing this now. What is this?
What is this? I tried knocking. I was like, what does this do? And it does nothing.
How does this... What happens? I have no idea what is happening right now.
Did it actually like do something? And it like... Who did you try knocking? Oh, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss a Blade of Justice completion. So I was like, you know what? I've already talked to this guy a lot anyways. What happens if I knock anyways, and I can't knock? I was just testing to see if it works, and clearly it doesn't work. Or I don't know what happened.
I have no idea what is currently happening.
Oh, yeah, he's watching my stream. Hi, Voiden, my bad. Hi, Voiden, my bad.
Hi.
It doesn't work.
I'm watching your stream. I clicked the button.
Crazy news, it doesn't work.
Nothing fucking happened.
Well, this is close enough of a collaboration. Okay, I'm not playing anymore.
Yo, what up, Freddy? I was playing Blade of Justice. I was playing Blade of Justice the whole time. Cool. I just willed it into existence. Yes! Let's go! I f***ing did it, boy!
And I'm gonna play Quantum Dynamix. Is this a good idea, Cuddy?
No.
Okay, the base jump is a slight frame perfect. Well, what do you think makes this level so bad?
The fucking ball and there are bugs everywhere.
I'm just gonna say something I don't like about chip codes. Why do they need to freaking gravity portals next to each other.
I don't know.
Like, it's just stupid. Do you think they still check the support tickets when 2.2 came out because so many levels broke? They made like tickets you could fill out. Where am I going? Pretty avenues. I've made it to the infamous ball section.
So have I.
I just did a stupid thing at 3 times speed. I like hit one of the edges of the blocks and like I was upside down. Okay, this is a horrible ending of that ship. I just did the last ship. Okay, my takeaway is Fusion Dynamics, but they made it really annoying.
Never mind, buffers don't work. Then how did I do it before? I did realize now that I tried practicing a different way and it is helping me. Alright, here comes the Brandon Larkin Belloc line because I feel stupid. What a joke! All this time I'm wasting. I literally could have done this forever ago, but no, I had to do something else to make it work. Oh. Nope. Broken.
This game's broken too.
Get
That's
to the
very
ship.
unfortunate.
Huh. Ah?
No! 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 No!
Can you tell I've just given up hope? I should be crying.
Why?
It is fact that I have failed at every part of the level, by the way. Not exaggeration. I'm never leaving this level. I'm not getting to the triple speed part. At this point, I might as well not stop streaming, even though I just want one more drop attempt. I mean, triple speed attempt. Far.
Ooh. You done for the night?
I just don't want to play anymore. I don't. I don't! I don't know what to do.
Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you want to keep playing, then keep playing. You really need to stop making this a toll on you. Just own up to it, okay?
Yeah. I have some time. I'll just try to get one more attempt past 60, because that was a terrible fail. One more attempt is all it takes.
Like.
This is the worst fast flying part in the entire game!
Oh my god.
I see.
Freddy.
It ended.
GG.
It actually ended.
Finally. Austin Matthews did it.
And I thought I was gonna end stream already.
Needs to get ended now on a good note.
I hope this level burns in a fire! There. I think I made my point. Can you just say, you done for the night?
You done for the night?
Okay, good. And then the last one it is, I am stupid. I didn't even think hard enough for this line. It's...
I'm stupid. I didn't even think hard enough.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you. You were. You know what? You know what? I'll put it in. I'll put it in as a blooper. Quantum Dynamix. Oh my god! I can't believe that this was an actual experience. I am not going to be putting this like very lightly for anyone that made this level. Like, I don't want to like put any disrespect for people to make whatever they want. I really am not going to do that. This level took so much time. Almost the same amount of time as my second hardest, which is Sank. And I literally got to 88 on like day 3 or day 4. Not a joke. And it took me an extra 2 weeks to actually beat this level. And it took so much effort that I barely even put because this level is ungrindable. I never had an experience where a level was slowly getting worse to play over time that it was just so boring that I couldn't even play it off stream. Literally the last week of this entire experience was mostly on stream. Like, I couldn't even do this offline. I had to stream this. It was just so painful to play that I had to stream. That is never the case with most of the levels. I'm going to be honest, I really don't like being very, very negative towards something so miserable, but I really do need to be honest here. I do not want anyone, I don't want a single person to even go through something that's much worse than whatever they could have done already. Like, this level is personally, like, even the entire series as a whole, this 2-level series is the worst level series in this entire game by far, period. Like, I can understand quantum processing a bit more. That level was meant to be hard. It's an old level, it doesn't have any unique gameplay, it's a hard challenge. So it makes sense why it's not fun and very annoying. Quantum Dynamix? You know how much unique styles of gameplay are in this level? I'll tell you, there's a good chunk. And for some reason, that makes me think that they wanted to try to make this level fun and actually enjoyable. But wow, did that fail. Imagine making a sequel to a really hard, annoying level, but you try to make it fun this time. If that becomes a problem, then you know it is by far a huge letdown. So I guess now I'm going to go over the entire level, try to do it as fast as possible, so then you have an idea on why this level is so annoying to play and why this was one of the worst experiences and most unenjoyable levels you can play in this entire game. The first cube, the first jump exists. I don't think I need to explain anything further. Why would you make a first jump like this? The first double speed part. There are only 2 hard jumps in that entire part. This very big 5-spike jump and then the 1 gap quantum processing jump. But besides that, I have failed at this part that doesn't include both of those jumps several hundred times. I'm not sure how many several hundred, but it's a big number. And I'm not even going to explain why, because it just angers me how much I have to think on the amount of times I failed at this part because it's not hard. The first ship This is probably one of the harder parts of the level, mainly this like mini ship swoops thing. I have no idea why it plays like that, and it's super awkward. And then you have a lot of like hold in and like some auto transitions, but guess what? They also don't work. They are broken and can bug out at random times. Oh yeah, and this upside down stray fly, this is probably like one of the worst stray flies I had to do for any level. And it's literally just a normal stray fly. That probably shows how much I do not like stray fly. The UFO part, look at this timing and see the structure right here? Yeah, that is a problem for this specific timing. I'm perfectly fine if there are timings that take like a second for you to fail at, but this right here looks like a genuine mistake. And this is literally how the UFO part is all the way through. Maybe not the mini UFO, but wow, I do not like the mini UFO because you have to read every single fast click you do, and yeah, it's not fun. The Rainbow Cube part, aka Nitro. This is probably like the easiest part of the whole level, minus this one green orb timing. But if you don't remember, I pretty much failed at every single click in this part. I don't think I need to explain this any further. You already know. We're moving on to the actual choke point of the level. This stupid ball part. These fast inputs right here, they suck. I have no idea why I felt good on the last day, but maybe it's because I tried to do something else and it worked out. But I don't know why it has to take me 2 weeks to learn that. That is ridiculous. Oh yeah, and then we have this timing. I think I explained this timing enough. To keep it short, the ball physics are random because this is 2.2. So yeah, literal choke point. And even after you pass it, there are still some difficult stuff in the ball for some reason they have to watch out for, which is so annoying. But the level just keeps getting worse. We're at the triple speed part. First of all, the hitboxes of these spikes are way too fixed. I have no idea if this is just what it feels like for the normal horizontal spikes, but if that's the case, then honestly, I don't think there should be decorated spikes here because it makes them feel worse. Oh yeah, and you also have to do this green orb, which is a micro click, after doing 3 fast clicks before you hit this one. That is a awful timing, and especially since I can't micro click. So this is just another choke point for me, and that just makes me even more angry that I keep failing at this type of choke point. This ball part honestly would be fine, but what is this? Why is there just a random saw blade on these fake structures that you have to go on because there's a fake blue orb that's covered by a saw, but there's just this little saw here? Like, who put that there? Literally, like this timing right here is already bad enough, and there's just this little saw blade that you have to like time. Why? This mini ship stray fly part, obviously it's just the 2 green orbs, and then the third one has like a block that you can land on, making the transition better. Why doesn't the other 2 have one? I feel like that would make it more fun. Or otherwise, why does the third one need one in the first place? Yeah, I think you can already get the idea that green orbs and ships can be annoying sometimes if they're not play tested right. This mini ball is actually like not hard at all. This is probably like the only part that like you don't really fail to, unless you fail at the blue orb spam, which is really possible. And then we have this cube part, which is right before the ending. Mainly the first half of the cube is before the ending in my opinion, so I'm just gonna say that. There's only one hard timing, and it's this jump right here. But then we get to the actual hardest part of the entire level. You have to do 3 quintuple spike jumps in a row. The first one's a buffer, but the last 2 you actually have to time. And yes, they are very annoying. But not only that, we get onto the actual final challenge, which is this stupid ship. I have no idea how the verifier of Sersha difficult is the verifier of this. How on earth did someone actually deal with this ship from 0 and then was satisfied with it? What? There is no way that this is actually a real part. Like, a hard ending could be fine, but this isn't fun in the slightest. This is just straight fly, and it literally feels so specific on how you have to straight fly. You have to actually try to read these types of transitions right here, where you have to go down and up after the straight fly, And because I can't strafe fly well and I do a click pattern most of the time, it just makes these things super inconsistent. Like, I could click at the last spike and then I'm just immediately too high. But then I could go too early and fail at the strafe fly before I even go down. This ending is actually super inconsistent that I couldn't even do this ship part twice in a row. I've only done that once, and that was my best ever for this part. I would always keep failing at this ship several times, and there were times that I was just not going to be able to get consistent with it ever. It's crazy to me that this ending is actually a thing that you need to do from zero. But the only good thing about this whole level that I will say is that I only had 6 attempts at the ending. I checked every single video and I believe that I did only have 3 ship fails, which honestly is probably the best I could have ever asked for and something that I really needed. That is the one good thing that I'll ever say about this level ever, because everything else before it has ruined this entire experience. That I really needed something like this, because I'll be real, that last attempt where I completed the level, I could have been playing this level for much longer, and this is not a joke. I could have been on this level for another week and it would have been awful if I gave up that day. So I will take that straight up. I am not going to complain about that whatsoever, but this is not going to take away the fact that this entire level is most definitely the worst Extreme Demon that I've ever completed in this game. Not just from experience alone, but the experience was definitely by far my least favorite. And I genuinely hope no one goes for this level, because this helps with absolutely nothing. No skill boost, not even good for a hardest. This level is just in the game and it's just so unfun that it would just not be worth beating it at this point. And I thought that for a while, but at the end, I eventually beat it. The only thing you could even think of is going through the worst experience. Getting lucky on this is actually just not allowed at all. I have no idea how someone could pull that off. And I'm not going to say how hard this is compared to 2.2 and 2.1, but I will say this. Once 2.2 came out, you know how many people actually beat this on 2.2? Not a single person. Once 2.2 came out, a few victors literally went back to 2.1. I am not kidding with you. That's just how bad this level can be in a new update and how different the physics can be for most of the other levels. And that's probably a reason why 2.2 is probably much harder to play for most people. But regardless, I'm done with this level for good. Do not play it. I really beg. But if it's obvious at this point, the dedication is literally the only thing you need to actually finish something. Straight up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.